store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Adam Thielen, a terrific wide receiver and synonymous with Minnesota football. You go back to high school, college ball in the state, and now his 9th season with the Minnesota Vikings. 10 touchdown catches last season, makes a nice catch there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to run now. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Vikings are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. His pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cook again. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1 yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Montgomery going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to Reagor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Cook.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Caught by Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the air again, Fields.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
On play action, Cousins.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins again.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cook up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, and it means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
All right, now here we go. 2nd down, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But the design that we're seeing right there, touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins.
He'll get this right back to Rager. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard
line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. Touchdown!
K.J. Osborne.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Chicago.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
All eyes on Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater.